This morning. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing this morning? We are live. We are live. Let me put up some. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. We are live. We are live. We are live this morning. Streaming on from Staten Island, guys. You know how everything goes. We're just going to share some thoughts this morning about the. You guys know what we're going to speak about. We're going to continue to speak about the Noah Wells case. Um, My phone is kind of crooked this morning. It's the way I set up my phone. Okay, it's on the angle. I think I got it now. So we just want you guys to leave your opinion this morning. Welcome to the live. I know we're coming on late. I should have came on like 7. It's 8:08, 8:01. But we are live regardless. And certain things we're going to speak about this morning about Noah Well case, alcohol involvement, why people not, speaking about this. This could play a big part in this case. And I'm not seeing nobody really speak about it. I know his parents, Christy spoke about it, but she don't want to even acknowledge that maybe her son, was under the influence of alcohol. But there's a strong possibility according to report. But we want to, why no one is speaking about the alcohol involved. And when you have heavy drinking and underage drinking teenagers, that body cannot, contain this, all this, drinking. Is a possibility that, they're leaning towards accidental drowning because alcohol, involved. Good morning, good morning. So, MD Lover, good morning. I just want to hear some people's opinion this morning. Did alcohol play a part in Noel Wells' death? Did alcohol play a part in Noel Wells' death? Did alcohol play a part in it? We don't know until the toxicology report comes out. But still, a lot of people are assuming, speculating, jumping to conclusion, and don't have all the facts. But it's a fact that alcohol played a part in their, as they say, turn up partying. Teenagers, young boys, young girls, everybody's partying. There's a strong possibility a lot of people probably don't remember what happened. They probably were so drunk. A lot of people probably don't remember what happened. But did someone see something? We don't know. But all I'm saying is the alcohol played a part in it. It seemed to me Crump and Sharpton, they don't want to touch that. They don't even want to go there and say, maybe alcohol were involved. They don't even want to speak about that. They're running from that. They're bringing up everything else. And no one want to take accountability for who. So who brought the alcohol on the premises? See, no one, because it's because I believe adults were involved. 18, 19-year-old cannot go to the liquor store or the store to buy alcohol. Look in Noel's hand. A lot of the pictures that came out, Noel Wells, seemed to me he's under the influence of alcohol, right? There's a picture here. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect picture. Perfect picture. Noel's laughing. The guy's drinking. Look like he's drinking too much. Trying to drink too fast. Look what happened. All over himself. A lot of people is speculating, said there's more to these relationships than what it means. I don't really give a damn about that. Unless if it's some type of, you know, crime in that type of way, but I don't believe it's that. A lot of people, Charlton White said something about that. A couple other people said something about it. It's nothing like, listen, and if it is, I don't give a damn because I don't want to get involved in that type of behaviors. I don't want to speak about it. That's their problem. But anything outside of that, it doesn't matter. Alcohol were involved. And I'm beating that drum this morning because I want people to understand there's a strong possibility when the toxicology report come back, they could tell how much alcohol was in his system, and that will put then hear this now. Then those who are overboard, way to the damn left, you know what they're gonna say? Well, they the one gave Noel's alcohol. They know he was drunk. Why they keep fit? Why they didn't make sure he was safe? Why they make sure they didn't put him in the boat so he'd be safe? It's gonna be so many excuses now. So many excuses when the toxicology report comes out. And no one gonna say, well, wait a minute here. If Noel is drinking openly, no one is forcing a drink, Noel had to take some type of responsibility and accountability. And it shows, and I hate to say it, and it's a God honest truth, it shows that he wasn't responsible. People say, oh, drink responsibility. Drink responsible. Listen, if you know someone is a designated driver and you're out partying with your friends, or you're going to drink responsibility, you get drunk, they take you home. But in this case, all his friends, everybody most likely were drinking. Listen, I'm speaking from experience. When I'm out and I'm drinking with my friends, and I don't go out and drink like that and get drunk, but if I'm out with my friends in my younger years, and when we used to, 20s, 21, 22, you drinking, you hanging out with your friend, yeah. You have a designated driver, but am I going to tell you how to drink? Am I going to tell you when to stop drinking? Am I going to say you have enough? That's on you. I don't have to give you the drink, but if you're going to drink, you're going to get the drink, and you're going to drink, you get more drunk. So who responsibility is that? I have a solution to that. Hear this now, yard chat. You are responsible daily. So Noel Wells have to take some type of accountability. Even though he's dead, yes, he still have to take some accountability for his action, because his action that brought him on the island. No one else. No one forced Noel Wells to go on the island. No one was forcing Noel Wells to drink. Noel did all of these things on his own. But your guy's not going to agree with that because you want some excuses. Eli, good morning. -19Q8R, good morning, how you doing? Give the video a like, guys. People not going to like what I'm saying, but it's the God honest truth. It's the God honest truth, people. Responsibility and accountability. We're pushing it to the level where racism is eating up everything and not looking at the proper cause in detail what happened in this case. What happened in this case? You have a bunch of young boys went on the island and start to drink. One kid got drowned, or one kid died. I don't see nowhere in this case foul play. If there is, I'll be the first one to come on my platform and say, I was wrong. But I am going on the record. Today's the 19th. Today's the 19th of August. 8:09. I'm going on the record. I don't believe any foul play was in this. I just believe it was young people drinking very, very, very excessively with no type of adult supervision. And even if there was adult there, there probably was adult also was involved with the drinking and partying. But we're not hearing anything about adults was there. All these kids were old enough, in college, went to the island to party. No one forced Noah Wells to go there. No one forced Noah Wells to drink with his friends because they're saying Noah was a drinker. No parents want to accept that their child was doing something that they're not supposed to do, especially when a child is dead. They always want to put their son in that light. That's truth. That's the God honest truth. You're not going to speak nothing bad about your son when your son is dead in a tragedy like that. You don't want nobody to say anything bad about your son. But the reality is this. No one forced Noah Wells to go on an island or go to Horns Island, go partying, go drinking. Noah Wells made a decision to do what he wanted to do without his parents' permission or not. He's a growing kid, grown man. He's in college. He's a young man. He's in college. Did everything right. And hear this now. It's always the kids that are doing things right all the time wind up getting themselves in major trouble because these kids live a double life. They live one life home and they're outside, they live another life. Do you think no one forced people to kill? Listen. Why must you guys, and I'm speaking to you, Millie Wilson, why must you guys always assume negativity? Why the black community always assume negativity, always assume racism? There is no racism in this case. Show me one proof of racism in this case. If you live in a community for all these 18 years and there's a community of racism and all that, we never heard about it. Now when your son is dead, but your son was hanging out with these people, playing with them, growing up with them, going to prom, going to dance, going to drinking, because he made some type of decision. You are responsible daily. Noah Wells made a choice to go out, to drink, to party, and it's costing his life. Accountability. He made choices, and the choices that he made was bad choices because he was under the influence of alcohol. Don't tell me he wasn't drinking. Stop lying. Black people, come out in the front. You're all in the front of the congregation. You're all getting exposed. Come out and take accountability because Noah Wells was drinking very heavily. Most probability, strong possibility, he was drunk when he drowned. He wasn't murdered. There's no proof of any foul play in here. He was just drunk and got swept to the outsea. He got caught up in a way call it in one of those waves. It's not going to pull you ashore. It's going to pull you out in the sea. And if you're drunk, you compromise already. The only foul play that happened, Noah Wells went out with his friends and drank irresponsible. Your uncle drowned a current. Actor Jamal Michael Warner, right? He died, accidentally drowning, and there was good swimmer. Let me tell you something. When there is a current, listen, stop, you again, Millie. Get your face out of others people business and learn the truth for yourself and stop listening to Al Sharpton. It's a well-known that when you do autopsy, that's how it is. When you do autopsy, what do you think it is? Autopsy. They're going to see how you died. They're going to open you up. Be real. Stop listening to Al Sharpton, Ben Crump. How are you going to listen to Ben Crump, who cannot barely read, as we see? It's not blowing up proportion. You reading a medical autopsy. You're not a medical doctor. You're not even a nurse practitioner. You're not even a nurse you're not. You are a civil rights lawyer. Then you want to read an autopsy report and not give people the detail, and you confuse people even more. These people are liars. All people should wear life jacket at lake. It should, yes, but no, they did not. No one. They was there to party. They was there to party. Nobody was making wide decisions because they were all compromised. They were all drunk. And let me ask those people about this phone business, because Noel's parents still have his phone, don't want to give up to authorities. Let me tell these people about these phone business. Where the hell are you going to put your phone when you're in the middle of a damn lake swimming? You're going to have your phone on you? You're in the water, you're not on the shore. It's easier to go back in the boat than the shore, idiots. And you're still come on social media talking about, oh, they took his phone. Why the hell? His phone was on a boat with other people. Noel's parents didn't went to pick up his phone. It was another parent went to pick up Noel's phone and his child's phone that was on the boat. And that was a black parent. Nobody's speaking about that. They're lying. Noel's parents, they're liars. She is an influencer. It's all about money. And hear this now. There's a strong possibility she had 3 kids. She gave up 2. 2 others she don't have custody of. She gave them up. And kept Noel's name because she's talking about, to keep the family language because his name, that don't mean nothing. They lie. They're lying too much. There's too much lying. They jump on Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. What do you think they're doing an autopsy, Amber? What you think they're doing an autopsy? If you say you want to know how the person died, what do you think they're going to do? Autopsy. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to take your body apart to find. They're going to open you up. What do you think they're going to do? Stop being immature and listening to Crump and Al Sharpton. You listen to a civil rights lawyer speaking in medical terms. Are you kidding me? Noah was dead before he hit the water? How you know that? How you know that Noah was dead? How you know that? You were there? Stop talking about Noah was dead. Speaking about the alcohol drinking. Stick to the topic, Millie and Amber. Stick to the damn topic. Don't try to stray away and put out a narrative like Al Sharpton and Crump doing. Stop it. I asked the question, did alcohol play a part in Noel's death? Answer the question. Stop trying to waive the question. Answer the direct question. Well, it's not normal, or it's not normal. Are you in the medical field? Or you a nurse, or you a doctor? Or you a nurse practitioner? What are you? What are you? Are you experiencing the medical field? You're just talking out your neck. Yes, that's all it is. Yes, that's all it is. They're all drinking. They all plan to go to the island for weeks. It's a big thing down in Mississippi to go to Horns Island, the 4th of July, to party, to drink. That's where all the kids get away to go fishing. That's where they get away to do their partying. Away from the parents. Nobody can see them. It wasn't the first time they've done this. And your people in this chat are so caught up in propaganda. Listen. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever been in a current? The Coast Guard warned people to go to that island. They warned people, said there's a very strong rip current. They warned people. See, you're not being real. You're not being reasonable. Your guys are so far out there. How do you know? How do I know what? I'm going by facts. You're going by speculation. That's what you're going by. I'm going by facts. When the police came up, when the Coast Guard, when the Navy Reserve, Navy resources came on the scene, they're doing the investigation. They asked people around what happened. You know, they said Noel Wells was drinking very heavily with his friends. Is there a strong possibility Noel's drowned? Is there a strong possibility? Because there's no trauma to his body. Explain that, people. So about he was dead before he hit the body. Explain that. No trauma to his body. And don't talk to me about the behind his neck. Because I don't want to hear that. You have lying people like Willie D. Dirty money. Get your foul spirit. Get your foul spirit out of here. We don't have time for that. Okay, beloved. That's what you think. That's what you think. I want views and comment. Okay. So hear this now. Since you want views and comment, so I don't need your views and comment then. I don't need your view and comment. Since you want to speak negative, I don't need your view and comment. Since you just want view and comment, so I don't need your view and your comment. So I put you in timeout. I don't need it. You saying I'm here for clickbait, so I don't need your views and comment. So I put you in timeout, beloved. Your guys are so leaning to the left, you don't want to see the truth for what it is. Strong possibility this young man drowned. But nobody want to say that. You want to see? When you have Curly and Mo, came out with a narrative and shoved the narrative down black people's throat and forced them to digest it. And you know, black people, once they get a narrative, they run with it. They run with it so much that now the racism, they can't run with the racism more because the racism was all made up. Hello, the gifters still have, yeah, listen. Now they create a narrative. Hear what Crump said at this stupid, dumb, informed press conference. They want the FBI to get involved. You know why they want the FBI to get involved? Because now they're going to say the police was biased and racist. So now they're going to want the FBI to do a separate investigation. Trust my word. That's what they're calling for. If they are so eager to release his autopsy report, why are they so eager to release his toxicology, Ben Crump and Al Sharpton and no Crystal Moses, whatever her name is? Why are you not releasing toxicology report? You release the autopsy and create a narrative talking about something behind his neck, but autopsy come back undetermined. Your guy says undetermined. So why are your guys not releasing the toxicology report? Why? Look at his autopsy. Okay, Millie Wilson, after he got hit with what? Where he got hit? It's proven he got hit? Where? Where he got hit? Where? Behind his head? Where was his body traumatized? No. Where he got hit, Millie? You need to wake up and smell the coffee. Listen, if you don't stop your propaganda in this chat, I'm going to put you in timeout or ban you, because you're not going to come here and spread no narrative like the other channel. Go to Willie D channel, do that. Go to DL Hooley, go do all that. Don't do it over here. I'm warning you. Stop your nonsense. If you do not speak facts, I will take you off this platform right now. So you continue your nonsense in here talking some crap. Or after he got hit. Got hit by who? Oh, listen, you know why they can't? You know why? You know why they can't? You know why they can't complete a second autopsy? Misinformed Wilson, because his body is severe decomposed. It took them another 2 weeks to fly to Washington to do his autopsy. What are you talking about? His body was in water for 2 days. What? Decomposing? What are you talking about? You think Noel Wells was at his funeral? No, his body was still in Washington. What are you talking about? Wake up. Making excuse for these people. Excuse for these people. Who? Who I'm making excuse for? Who? Is there racism? I'm lying? Who's lying? Who's lying? Who's lying? Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, listen. If you continue your nonsense, I could do this all day. I'm off from work today. So, you're coming here with your nonsense, I put your God. I don't need, listen, if you don't come in here with a reasoned mind and wise mind, you don't belong in this chat. You're low vibration people, always thinking negative, always thinking racism. You're living in 1930 or 1834 in slavery, ancestor. Continue living in the past. You'll stay your asses there, and I continue to move forward with my family and progress and be successful in life. You're living in the past. You'll talk about this and that, slavery, this and that. Continue living in the past and don't live your present life. Let the years pass by. That's what you do. Prove what? Prove what? What you want me to prove? Robert, what do you want me to prove? Your people don't think. You don't think for yourself. You let Ben Crump, and what justice Ben Crump going to get money? I guarantee you, he's not pursuing no legal action against these. No, what he's doing? Is there any legal action? Did he file any motion? What did he do? What did Ben Crump do? He going to leave the Wells family flat dry, just like he left Trey Reed family in Mississippi, left them flat dry. You guys are so immature. I'm talking where I'm talking because it's facts. Where's racism in this case? Prove it. The racism comes from Al Sharpton and Ben Crump started that. Where's the racism? Now you want to call for a federal for Cash Patel to step in now, right? Now you want Cash Patel to come in and step in and do a federal investigation for what? Who gave those kids alcohol? Who gave those kids the alcohol to drink? Noah Wells could not go in a bar, could not go in the store to buy liquor or beer. Who gave him the beer? See, you don't want. See, y'all black people are so caught up in your old propaganda. You don't want to ask this question, but I am. I don't give a damn who like this channel or not. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for God. God work. Do you think it's a coincidence that this channel is called Yard Chat? You are responsible daily. Challenge at times. You think it's a coincidence? Why people say, oh, Yard Chat, oh, yeah, go back to your country, this and that. Yes, okay. Listen, I came here the right way. Okay? So you could tell me I could go back to my country, whatever it is. I came here the right way. My parents came the right way. I came through the right way, I did, you know what I mean? I did everything what we did the right way, did school in here. I'm in nursing, so what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? My parents came here for better opportunity, just like everybody else came here, Italians, Jewish, Irish, Mexican, the Spaniards, the Italian, the French, the Britain, the Germany, the Ukrainian, the Netherlands, the Dutch. Everybody come to America at one point. They had to come through Ellis Island or come here illegally, get the papers. Whatever they did, they came here. Why? For the opportunity, and made the opportunity count and turn that negative into a positive, where there be a successful contribute to society. It's not about where you live in the world. It's how you treat people where you live. It doesn't matter where you're in the world. Treat people with respect and dignity. Treat people with love. You don't treat people talking about automatic racism. All you're going to say is racism. And he went to school with these kids. He grew up with these kids. He had prom pictures, pool parties. It's not the first time they got down and partied like this. Unfortunately, Noel made a bad decision. He made a bad decision. Doesn't matter what his parents told him. Or he know well not to go by himself. But guess what? When you have alcohol, girl, testosterone, young boys eating at the prime of the sexuality, people, they're going to explore. And unfortunately, Noel made a bad mistake for peace act. You know what? And nobody wants to speak about that because his judgment was impaired by what? By what this young man has now, by alcohol. And we all know alcohol is one of the major destructive drugs on this planet. Alcohol. Drunk driving, boat drunk driving, swimming and swimming and drunk while swimming, or swimming while drunk, driving while drunk, whatever it is. Alcohol is dangerous, and if it get in somebody's hand, if they get too much of it, they turn into a completely idiot. Bad decisions. Say bad things to people. Bad behavior. But we're going to sit here and lie to ourselves and say racism, this and this, and not saying Noel's played a part in this because he made decisions. But yet we don't want to believe that, oh, he was a young black man around. Do you heard Judge Massey how he started? Oh, yeah, well, this black man going around, then he was with these white kids, and he the only one came back. Why they took his phone, this and that. It's a bunch of crap. They are all friends. The mother know the judge. They went to school together. They're lying. Crystal is lying. She's not being truthful. She made Al Sharpton and Ben Crumb corrupt her mind. She's ahead. Look at her husband. He's like a damn wuss. He's not saying a damn thing. He's not happy with it. Look at his face. His face expression. She's the one in the forefront pushing this narrative. Your son is dead. Whatever you do is not going to bring him back. You live in a community for 18 years. You never once say you call Crump and Al for racism and civil rights violation. No, everything was good. That is the devil right there. The alcohol and the drugs that's in the midst. Let me tell you something. I did a show on this. Who brought the alcohol? You want to get down to real true black people? Who brought the alcohol? Because all these kids underage, 18, 19, they cannot go to the store or the liquor store to buy alcohol. Who brought them alcohol? See, when you have alcohol underage drinking, nobody want to come to front. But everybody know they was drinking. Nobody want to take accountability. But guess what? It's proven in this case that all of these kids were friends and they felt bad what happened to Noel Wells. But unfortunately, Noel's made a bad call. He decided to stay behind for this girl. You see how the devil, do you see how the devil sweetened them up? All these times they go to Horse Island. And we know they got drunks more than once. And they got away with it. They got away with, we got away with this one. But let me tell you something. Teenagers take chances. They think they're indestructible. But hear this now. Who let the enemy in the camp? I am not going to speak about drugs, even though author of the term say yes, there was drugs on the premises. But I don't have complete facts of that. He said he know. He said that's on him. But I'm taking a different approach. I'm running with the facts that I have. Drinking. I'm going with the facts. What I have. Drinking. I don't know if that's a beer can. I don't know what it is, but we know he has something in his hand. Everybody else have the same thing in his hand. Drinking. Okay? So we know for a fact alcohol definitely were involved. Drugs, I don't know, but I know alcohol were involved. And I know when you reach your island 11 o'clock in the morning and you start drinking, you're a teenager, and it's 4:30 in the morning, you are not the same person when you came on the island. So all your black fanatic, FBA, foundation, whatever you want to call yourself, black fatigue, black this, Black Lives Matter, NA, and whatever you call it, Action, National Action Network, NACPR, Rainbow Coalition, we call it Nation of Islam. I don't give a damn wherever you are. It's time for us to look in the mirror as a nation. Because this black culture out there is nasty, it's disgusting. I don't want no part of it. I guarantee you, if this situation will reverse, if this situation will happen in a different environment, you wouldn't be getting this play. If this situation would happen in a black community, you will never hear this. And I'm keeping 100% real. You will never hear this. Because Al Sharpton and Ben Crump will never be coming around pushing racism. Why he's not around Akeem Liverpool? Why you're not pushing racism? Because you can't push that narrative because they were all black on the boat. Akeem Liverpool were on the boat for his 23rd birthday, got drunk, fell off the board. No one knew it. No one knew it. Where's Al Sharpton? Where's Ben Crump on that? You want to talk about you're for righteousness? You behind sitting behind God's name, but you a reverend. You ain't a reverend. You a lying demon. You a devil. Let me tell you something. God have mercy on you. Cause when judgment come on you, brother, God help you. God help you. Cause whatever you doing, God's not in it. Trust me, God is not in it. Because you don't push a narrative on people and you don't have no proof. Where's the proof? Where's the toxicology report, Al Sharpton? Why you don't want to release it? You got a second autopsy. Don't worry about Mississippi, because Mississippi is doing the right thing. They're doing an investigation. And when you do an investigation, you're not going to release no information. That's the right thing to do. This don't have to do with black or white. But your guys who's on the black side on this black narrative racism, pushing all autopsy, come back undetermined. Now, where's the toxicology report? Where's the toxicology report? Everybody know he got drunk and drowned. Everybody know that. Everybody know he got drunk and drowned. And hear this now. When the current take you, it's not where it's going to take you. Out to the ocean, out to the sea. And if you're not a good swimmer, okay, you're a very good swimmer. But guess what? You're compromised. Everybody said Noah was a strong athlete, 6'1". Yeah, strong, healthy, 6'1", about 180, 185 pounds. Good, strong guy, healthy guy. But guess what? You are drunk, you're uncompromised. You're not stronger than water. What happened to your throat? They took it out for the autopsy. Plain and simple, that they took it out for the autopsy. It's normal. Ask any person that in the medical, it's normal. Cause when waiting autopsy is to open up your body, inform people. Waiting an autopsy is. No one seen drown. Listen, if the current take you out, the current is fast. And hear this now. Sometimes the current will take you and you underwater and it's dragging you out. That's normal for autopsy. Yes, it is. Let me tell you something. Even in the press conference, Al Sharpton talking about when his grandma told him. What a disgusting and nasty story. Talking about he went down to the south and his grandma told him, when you have a pen full of pig and you get a rock, and the first rock, the person that squealed, that's who hit the pig. Yeah, there's a lot of squealing. We hit something. What did you hit? Nothing. You speaking in hokey-tokey tale nonsense. You speaking in nonsense, but you speaking in, you think you oh, you need to go sit down this man, let me tell you something. I don't even want to start this one because your guys get exactly what you call for. This. When you get mess and make a bigger mess, this is what you get. There's no racism in this case. Where is the racism? Where? Where's the racism in this case? Who brought racism in this case? Let me tell you something. These people that lean to the left, I'm speaking to my black people now. They despise me. They hate me. I'm waiting for the names. Token. I'm waiting for the name Uncle Tom. I'm waiting for all you don't like that I've been getting. But listen, there was a man that used to go around and speak the truth. And because you have some people thought that they were so wise because they were older and they think they know everything. So when this young man confront them with the truth and tell them about the truth, see, one thing a liar cannot take is the truth. A liar, if you lie to him, he will accept it because he's a liar. A liar cannot do nothing with the truth. So, when the truth hits you, you cause this. You will cause distraction because you want to distract people from hearing the truth. But hear this now. The truth will remain the truth because there's no other side to the truth but one truth. But a lie now, there's so many different lies you could tell on top of a lie because a lie is a lie. It's not true. So you got to keep building on that lie to maintain that lie, to give people a false precedent or deceiving people like it's the truth. And it's a lie. That's why lie won't get you nowhere. It get you in more hot water. And that's the, I like to be direct, and the truth always remain the truth and the liar hate the truth because you're never going to wave away from the truth. So when you have people spread a lie, a narrative, you always have to maintain that narrative, and you always got to build on that false narrative all the time. Now they're building on, oh, we're going to get FBI. Because when you say you're going to get FBI, you saying that you don't believe the Mississippi Police Department, you believe they're racist, you believe all of that. That's what you're saying. You don't believe what they're doing. What is Ben Crump and Al Sharpton doing towards criminally? Nothing. Nothing. All they're pursuing is for money. Listen. Dope missing. Eye missing. His body remained intact. No trauma to his body. So what? So throat, eyeball, neck, elbow, shoes, hat, jacket had nothing to do with it. His death came back undetermined. So when it means undetermined, that means there was no trauma. Nobody killed him. You see, Ben Crump not going to break it down to you. I'm in the nursing, so I know a little something. So Ben Crump is not going to tell you these things. If your body come back undetermined, that means your body was not in no type of compromised position, tied up, or being blunt trauma. There was no trauma to his body. Away from when you get put on the slab, as they call it, to be examined for the autopsy. There's pressure there. So however he got picked up and laid, the pressure built up because that's what it is. But it wasn't caused by no blunt object or anything like that. Because the autopsy came back undetermined. That means there was no cause of that one towards like blunt object, somebody hand to plane it, nothing. So now they're going to rely on a toxicology report. And whatever comes back in that toxicology report, either good or bad, but we know, I have a feeling, according to the proof that I'm seeing, facts, not speculating, alcohol, there's a strong possibility the limit to consider being intoxicated, he probably was way over that limit. So for all the people out there caught up on this damn phone, so why Noel Perry's not giving the Mississippi police or the FBI the phone? They're holding on to the phone. For over a month, they hold on to the phone. Here it is now. The situation with the phone, it was safer for the phone to be in the boat because everything they had was on the boat. The alcohol, their clothes, their phone, everything is on the damn boat. How are you going to have your clothes, your phone, you're going to have it in the water? Because when you come out of the boat, you're not on shore, you're in the water to chest. So you're going to have your phone. You want to take a chance to drop your phone in the sea, right? In the ocean. You want to take a chance, right? That's stupid. Your phone remained on the boat just like everybody else's phone. I'm talking about, everybody else's phone do DNA testing. Do you know how many kids touch everybody's phone? You are so, oh my God. You can't do no DNA testing because everybody's everywhere and each other both partying and touching. Everybody's touching everything. Yes, only racist liars don't want the truth to reveal. They don't want the truth to reveal. Everybody's have their phone, but no, Rasta, Chef, whatever your damn name is, Rasta. Listen to what I'm saying, because I'm going to inform you now. Who picked up Noel's phone? Who picked up Noel's phone from the house he stayed? Because his car was there, parked there. Who picked up his phone and his keys? You even not from here. See, you see how stupid you are? The question is there. Did alcohol play the part in Noel's death? You see, that's the problem. That's the problem with black people. You do not want to stick to the truth. Like I said, who picked up Noel's phone? It wasn't Noel's mother. It was Noel's other friend, mother, picked up Noel's phone, and his son was black. Both. His mother was black. But you'll never hear that. See, your guys are so full of crap. Listen, keep listening to Ben Crump. Because these people, the narrative they shave you, they do not give you the proper information. They give you bits and pieces where you are lacking knowledge. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Planet, G Planet, welcome to the live, guys. Planet, I like your mindset. Let me tell you something. Martin Luther King. No disrespect. Take away nothing from what he accomplished. Let me tell you something. I'm going to name 3 people in that era. that didn't see eye to eye. Fighting for the same cause, didn't see eye to eye. Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, the three kings, or the three pioneers of civil rights movement, didn't work together. What that's telling you? What is that telling you? Black people, wake up. Because you're probably not going to hear people talk like this, and I'm keeping it real. All those three-person individuals that I named did not work together because guess what? They did not align themselves in one accord. And when you don't align yourself in one accord, you're not going to win. Because the enemy plan is to divide and conquer. You see, we could come in here and talk all type of crap. We could speak about all type of things, or we could speak about all type of stuff, right? We could do that. We could do that. But the issue is one accord. Let me tell you something. History proved to me the reason why Hitler lost the war, according towards history, what I studied, divide. He divided soldiers. When he went to Russia, Russia is so big. You had 40,000 soldiers freeze to death. When you come together as one unit, you cannot be defeated. Because the enemy knows the power of unity. And he knows anytime the black nation or the black people come together in one accord is powerful. But guess what? He lied to us, trick us, and make us enemy in our own district, in our own community, and say, oh, you want the light, you want the light, you want the light. So everybody want the light and nobody want to come together. That means you are separate. Everybody want the shine. Everybody want the we call it the online, the hype. Everybody want that, right? We want that. Do you see in the Jewish community how they work? Do you see in the Muslim community how they work? Let me tell you how they work. In the Jewish community, there's one leader. Different groups, but one leader represent. There is no 10 different damn organizations that divide and separate in their community because they believe in community. They believe in unity because they know that when they come together as unity, nobody can deny them nothing because unity is power. Who gonna deny that? So when you in the black community now, everybody want Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers. Everybody fighting for the same thing, but in different groups. How you gonna win? Where are we gonna go? We go 200 steps and take 1,000,000 back because we are not together. Is the enemy make us enemy in our own camp? The enemies in our camp. So in order for us to get the enemy out of the camp, you know what we gotta do? We gotta look in the damn mirror and say, I am the enemy. I'm not my brother keeper. You're supposed to be your brother keeper. You're supposed to look out for your brother. But no, we don't do that. Look what's going on in our community. Do you see look what's going on in Chicago? Oh my God, last week, 10 people. Why Ben Crumb? Why these people, Tyler Perry, Ben Crumb, Al Sharpton, get all the $1 million that they're getting every year, every day, and come together and build some type of sports center for Chicago kids to go, an outlet? But no, the only time these damn demons come around when you're dead to pay your last walk or your ride, pay for your funeral. I don't give a damn. You're going to be buried anyway. Oh, let's do a second autopsy. No. Preach life, but these people are preaching death when you're dead. The living and the dead have nothing in common, people. So where are we going with here? Where are we going? The murder in the black community is ridiculous. Then you want to talk about racism? We don't. You think? Do you really think a Caucasian people really think about a black person every day? No, they don't. They think about building their family, but we think about ancestors and this racism and dividing and killing ourselves. There is more murder in our community than lynching. If you want to get to that point, there is more black on black crime than lynching in Mississippi, or that occurred in Mississippi in the 50s or whatever. 40s. But you don't want you not like us. Who I supposed to be? Not like us. Who I supposed to be? I supposed to be like you, live in denial? Listen, let me tell you something. I don't block nobody come on here, I put you in timeout. But you're not gonna come on here and preach some negative crap. Right? You're not gonna come on here and preach segregation, preach biasness. That's what Art Sharpton and Ben Trump do. And everybody know over the years, these are pimp hustlers, community hustlers. They prey on the weak. And I guarantee you, no all parents, I guarantee you, there's ruffle in their camp. I'm telling you, the vibes I'm getting, the husband do not agree with all this, what she's doing. And the only reason why the husband is staying back, because that's not his child. That is not Noel's father. That's his stepson. She's the one pushing this. She's the head. And he's, look. You ever see when this man on TV, you ever see his face? From day one, when I saw, I said, that's not his son. Where was Noel's real father? Nobody's speaking about that. The important things that we're supposed to speak about, we're not. Why nobody speaking on why Noah was drinking alcohol on the oil drinking? His parents did not. They don't want to accept that. You see? But when you speak these things, people get mad. Oh, you're not like us. You're not like us. I'm not one of you. I'm not black. I'm not this. I'm not black. I'm righteousness first. I guess that's went over your head, Rasta, right? That went over your head. He raised that young man, but that's not his father. Where's his real father? Listen. Jacket. You know why the jacket is? Everybody was drinking. Everybody and their mother under the sun was drinking. And a lot of people's mind was compromised. And I guarantee you, the outcome of this case, accidentally drowning. Just like that actress, recently, 32 years old, 36, 32, accidentally drug overdose. There's no such thing as no damn accident over drug overdose. You OD'd. Accident drug, no, you drowned. Because you compromised. Prince. Accident, there ain't no damn accident. How you gonna accidentally and you're dead? Do that make any sense? Accident is something when you could live and talk about it. Okay? You can't say you accidentally drug overdose and died and wind up dead and so you didn't accidentally, you died. Let's be real. These are little words that people twist to let people feel better. Noel made a bad decision that day. He made a bad decision. I hate to say it. I hate to be real, but I have to say it. I have to say it. I'm the messenger. Listen, hate me. I have tough skin. So all your black people don't like the truth, put your anger towards me. Noel Wells have to take accountability. You are responsible daily. You know the danger of drinking and swimming in water. You know the danger, Noel Wells. You've been doing it for a while, so it's okay. You know the danger. Listen. When this whole case come to a rest, it's going to be a lot of embarrassment and a lot of shame. A lot of lies being told. I am telling you, when this case come out, a lot of people going to feel ashamed and a lot of black people will be shocked. I don't know how many likes I got, but it is what it is. See, I got over 15 likes. I just realized it. So thank everyone that's supporting the platform. Thank you very much. That means see now, in this picture here, what do you have in his hand? The same thing that Noel Hell's had. Look at that. Look at that. Look. We don't know we don't know. But that picture there, he's on a boat, and look, what's on his chest? What's that? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You see, that's why it was very hard to find these pictures. 2 weeks ago, it was very easy on the internet. Now, a lot of the boys' pictures being blocked down, leaving the wells. Who's doing that? Google. A lot of these boys' pictures, you can't really see them no more. Let me tell you something. We were all teenagers at once. I'm going to tell you guys a story. When I was in junior high a couple years back, and a couple of our friends was Spanish, white, black, all of us. We used to cut out of junior high. We had a math teacher, Mr. Berman. I can't forget that guy, an older guy. He's probably like in his, about almost retired, older guy. So he used to tell a story. He said, young guys and young girls, let me tell you the story. I've been teaching for a long time, and I've seen a lot of kids died in that lake, Silver Lake. It's a reservoir. So we used to cut out of school, go there, and cause in the middle, there was two parts. There was like a bridge in the middle of the reservoir, split right and left. And on the bridge, but on top of that bridge, there was a building. We used to climb on the bridge and climb on top of the building to jump, to dive in the water. We didn't have no business doing that. We could have died. We could have drowned. There's a propeller, because it's the Staten Island Reservoir. So people, we jumped off the building, and the rock was right by the side, and we just missed us. We just do it and laughing and swimming, and we used to go swim all the way out. It was crazy. But we didn't supposed to do that. But we did it anyway. And we wasn't drinking. We wouldn't even know. I didn't even know about alcohol. We wasn't nothing like that. We wasn't drinking. We just did it. But we heard stories, kids drowned. We heard kids went on the ice, think it's frozen, and fall through and drown. We heard people get sucked in the propeller and drown. But we did it anyway. Kids take chances. Because we think we indestructible. We think that we're going to live forever. We think we're going to be young. We don't care. But when we get older now, and we start realizing, so wait a minute, oh my God, thank God I was so lucky. That was stupid. Looking back now, I didn't tell my mom that. My mom didn't know those are my friends that I hang out with. But I did it anyway. But God forbid, what if one of our friends or myself would have drowned back then? What would have happened? We're going to say racist this? No! Kids do things that they're not supposed to do, make decisions. But this decision that Noah made is even worse because alcohol. But we as black people, we don't want to think reasonable. We don't want to think logical. We don't want to think outside the box. We just want to be told and given an excuse and run with it. And once you get that R word, everything's out the window. Once that negative was created and created that R word, that racism was involved, black people forget about everything about justice. And push the narrative. Now we're here, and now we're here at this point, right? We're at this point now with Noah Wells. Over a month, going on 2 months, nothing. My question is, did alcohol play a part in Noel's death? It's the innocent question. And it's a very important question due to what the situation and evidence that's coming out. That's the main thing I look at. I don't give a damn about his friends. It's the alcohol and impairment. You've been there from 11 o'clock in the morning, and we hear report 4:30 people. That's over 6, almost 7 hours. 6 hours or whatever. You getting an underage boy, that brain front lobe not developed yet, as they say. Still not a man. Even though you're 180 pounds, but your body cannot consume that much alcohol and process it. You will get drunk, and you might think you're handling it. Even grown men that get drunk think they can handle it. Next thing you know, they make a fool of themselves, right? You are a kid. And to make it worse, you in water. Everybody, as often to me, everybody's in the water with a beer drinking. If you want to relieve yourself, you move to the side because you don't want to pee in front of everybody. You go to the side. Is it a possibility? A current. He went out. People. The Coast Guard warned people going to Horde Island, the current is treacherous. It's dangerous. So, when you put yourself in where water is rip current and you're drinking, people, it's not, yeah. When they came up on the board, when they came up there, they said it was about, okay, the description that they gave, they said when they came up to the island, right? Listen, Tony, Tanya, foolish, silly, simple-minded people talking about this boy drowned, possibly stop it. So Tanya, so you think foul play a part in it? What is your perspective? Well, a lot of people say a lot of stuff, and you know, it's just their own thoughts. Okay, Tanya, let me ask you a question. The island is not like a beach. It's an island, a lot of rocks. You can't dock on the shore. You have to dock in the water, right? Let's prove that. Those are facts. So when they came up there, they said when they see 3 rows of boats there already. And it's like 10, 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Wow, that's about 1,000. You say it was a lot, about 1,000, 3,000 people on that island. Right? People said there was a lot of music playing, a lot of noise. It was just loud. You can't hear. If you're not in the immediate area where you're supposed to be to have a conversation, if you're out there, somebody you screaming out here, nobody gonna hear you. Nobody listen. Okay. Akeem Liverpool was on a boat. I didn't really get in detail. His 23rd birthday, Miami, Florida. He went out to celebrate his 23rd birthday with his friends, all black. And I'm gonna hammer that, they're all black. So one person said the last time he said he saw Akeem, who was downstairs dancing, and they're on a boat. He said the last time he saw Akeem, he was downstairs on the boat dancing. Time passed. They getting ready to go back to shore. Wait a minute. Where's Akeem Liverpool? Where is he? Oh my God, they told the Coast Guard. They went back, they found him, he drowned, he's dead. He fell overboard because he was drunk. Or you're going to say foul play in that? Or you're going to say his friend saw something? Nobody saw nothing. All his friends that came with him on the boat to celebrate his 23rd birthday saw nothing. He fell overboard. All they know, they're about to go back to shore, They look on the boat. Where is Akeem? He's not there. Where he's going to be? They went back. They found his body. Drowned. But he was drunk. I told you guys, the devil's a liar. The devil's a liar, because this story happened with Akeem Liverpool the same time in the time of the Noah Wells. Over a month ago. Same scenario. Boat, swimming, alcohol, same thing. But the only thing separate this, because they were white and they were black. So all your Rasta in here and all your people in here, go look up the story of Akeem Liverpool and read the story of Noah Wells and do the comparison. Why Al Sharpton, why Ben Crump not in Miami pushing racism? Why? Why they can't push racism? Because all his friends on there was all black. But you're not hearing Al Sharpton speak about this. You're not hearing him going there, let's get justice. You're not hearing, let's do investigation. You're not hearing that. It's going to come back that it's going to come back Noah Wells accident drowned. He was drunk. The strong possibility he was drunk. Listen, listen, listen. For your low vibration, low-minded people, here again, I'm going to speak about the phone. When you go on the island, you're not docking on the island. You are docking in the water. You're not even on the island. And when you get out the damn boat, the water is up to chest. You're going to bring your phone. They wasn't on the island. They're in the water, drinking, up chest high. Noah was a tall guy, 6'1", so the water probably catch him up to, you know, going up halfway to his chest there. You're not on the island. You're in the water. I'm going to say it again. You're not on the island. You're in the water. So you're going to have your phone in the water and you're drinking, and there's a strong possibility you might drop your phone in the water. You are an idiot if you're doing that. Everybody had their phone on the boat. If you want to take a picture or do something, you go on a boat, you take your picture, you leave your phone there, and you go back in the water and party. Stop your nonsense about this phone business, you illiterate people. And I'm keeping it real. You're being simple-minded because the devil is blinding you guys with lies. I know people upset, you know, with their phone and things like that, great. I know people have that, but hear this now. Common sense tell you, if you're in the water, majority of the time, because that's where the report said everybody's in the water. Nobody's on the island. I could see if you're on the island, you're going to bring your phone. Hear this now. I just went to the beach. Yes. Sometimes you go in the water, take a picture with your phone. Yes, special occasion, you're going to do that. But you're not going to have your phone all the time when you go in the ocean. You'll be an idiot. So, you know, there's one time I caught myself, I had my phone in my hand, I'm going to watch, oh my God, I have my phone. And I brought it back. And I put my phone where? On land. I'm not on the boat, on the land, on the shore, on the beach. I put it away. But if I'm going in the water, why the hell I'm going to bring my phone? Why are you going to bring your phone in the water? You in the water. You're not docking on the damn beach. You're docking in water. That's what people, these black people don't understand. They think, oh, it's a beach. It's not like Murder Beach. You're not on a beach, even though you have sand or whatever there. But it's an island, it's rocks. It's not like a resort area, people. Like Judge Stupid Matthews said, went to a resort island. It was not a resort island. There's no hotel, there's no bathroom, there's no phone, there is nothing. It's a deserted island. There's nothing there. So why are you going to go on the island and leave your stuff there? Majority of your stuff going to be on the boat, because majority of the time you're closer to the boat than the island. If you leave your stuff on the damn island, you got to go swim back to come back. Do that make any sense? You're going to swim with your phone and leave it on the island. Then you're going to swim back to put your phone on the boat. Do that make any sense? Idiots. Listen to yourself, black people. Do not listen to Ben Crumb, a civil rights lawyer reading a medical autopsy. These guys are so full of propaganda. You could not get a medical person to read out the autopsy. You don't even know what you're reading about. But yet black people say, yeah, I support that. Your guys are so full of crap. You'll make me sick. You'll make me sick. Your devil make your guys sick, man. You know what I mean? Listen, I am so upset. The devil is making your guys shameful. The devil is just whipping your guys and make you turn into a fool, an idiot. The devil, he's the one. He's responsible for everything. But we cannot blame him for everything. He's responsible for the destruction of the world, but if people are making decisions, they are the one responsible. That's the problem. The decision that Al Sharpton and Ben Crumb came in this case and make it into a racial and push that narrative is disgusting and shameful, and I can't wait for Nolan parents to get a house wake up and knowing that these people are nothing but demons. They're gonna feel it. She's gonna feel it. She's gonna realize what she's doing is wrong. They're gonna know. No, wrong. That's not true. That's not true. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't listen to Willie D. Stop listening to Willie D. Stop listening to D.L. Hughley. Stop listening to Roland Martin. Stop listening to these people. They are wicked. They spread more demonic violence in black community. They're not spreading no truth. Let me tell you something. No one mom hung up on when they call. According to Officer Thurman, which I don't believe he have no reason to lie, the youth, that's why they don't want to give up. You know, let me tell you. He called Noel's mother and she hung up on him. He said he called her twice. See, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Listen, in this case, the truth is there. People, the truth is there. But it's for those who have the discernment, that's the word, the discernment for righteousness. And if you don't have discernment for righteousness, if you have discernment for racism, you're not going to get justice. You're going to get more deception. But if you discern and want righteousness, it's there. The truth is there. But what it is, people are playing checkers. I told your guys, I am still waiting for the Mississippi autopsy report. I'm still waiting for the Mississippi toxicology report. And I'm still waiting for the Mississippi investigations to be coming to an end. It's not yet. Why would I, if I'm doing investigation, release stuff to the public? No. You are professional. You are keeping the law. You're law enforcement. You're not going to cry wolf before it's time. Because when the real wolf comes, you want to know it's a real wolf. So they want to make sure they dot their I, they cross their T. They want to make sure they speak to every person that they spoke to, except for the Noel's mother and father about Noel's phone. They still keeping the phone. Why they don't want to get to authority to investigate if something was deleted or so temporary? No. But how can you tell? But guess what? The truth is coming out. And we're going to hear the truth. And it's going to be a lot of disappointing people in the black community. You're going to see a lot of people talking about, you know, voice enchantment, Willie D having nurses, having this lady come on voice enchantment. It didn't say nothing that she's saying. These people are going to be sued, or that Nancy. Let me tell you something. Warren Hudson, sue the backside of all of them. Get your lawyers, sue them. Make an example out of these people. Make an example out of Al Sharpton and Ben Crumb. That means their behavior is not tolerated. Let me tell you something. This case exposed them. But no, you're going to have those black people who are still illiterate, who still don't want to read, just want to get information free, and the information that they're getting is corrupt. It's not the truth. Keep following these people. Keep following them. Keep following them. See where that's going to get you. She's getting sued for, they're all going to get sued. You know, people say, oh, you know, Tina, people say, oh, YARDCHAT, you know, you don't like black people. Listen, hear this now. Hear what the word of the Most High say? People will hate you for my name's sake. People will hate you for my name's sake. Listen, one of the things on this platform that a lot of people don't understand, this is the God-fearing platform. God-fearing, God-believing. I'm not religious. Don't ask me to be religious. Don't ask me to be, say, I belong to any religious social club. I don't. See, one of the things how the enemy keep us in check is through religion. Because every religion teaches that your religion is right. Oh my God. Every religion thinks what you're doing is right. Every religion discriminates your other because they don't come together and function as one. Because the enemy knows. See, the enemy knows if everybody in the world come together as one, he knows that he be exposed. So what he does, he keep everybody believe in different gods. Like their God is different. Their God is the real God. But there's one true God. But the devil have to have many gods. I don't need many gods. I mean, I have the true and living God. The God that made this whole universe, the God that gave me life, the God that know how many hair on top of my head, the God that could count the sand on the beach. The God said, let there be light. The God said, let, you know, give breath. That's the God I serve. I'm not praying to no damn, what you call it, chanting box. I'm not praying to no damn idol. I'm not praying to no rock. I'm not praying for nothing that cannot give me something. I have to move them. A statue you have to move, a box you have to move. No, that's not a God. If you're a God, you don't need me. Oh my God. Like I said, if you are a true living God, you don't need me. But the true and living God don't need us, but we need him. I'm going to say it again. The true and living God do not need us, but we need him. Because he exists way before us. Because he made us. So how can I go against the person that made me? And I'm not talking about my mother and father. I'm talking about spiritually, because I hear this now. See, See, that's why Al Sharpton them, they can't touch this, because they know they can't touch your anointed, because I come with them with the truth. And they cannot come with the true word of God. They have to be worldly God, because that's where they're getting their power from the world. Because if they was getting the power from the real and true God, they would speak, they would speak power. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't pay attention to the diversion, like the people in the chat. See, the person who I just eliminate, this person is a troll, but you need trolls. Because you have to show people to expose the work of the enemy, because he's an enemy. And I know who this person, I think I know who this person is, but God will make their work exposed. God will expose their work to you. You don't have to do nothing. And that's why I tell people, I don't fear men. I don't fear men. Yeah, they're very loud and wrong in this chat. And, and that's why I have to put people in their place. Like the person I just put in timer for 24 hours. This person is have an issue. And, me as a person right now, I don't hate people. I hate your behavior. I hate your message. I hate the message that you're bringing, because you representing not the true message. So I have to speak against these things. So when I come on my show, it's very rarely, that, the more I pursue with my journey on YouTube, the more trolls, the more struggle, the more resistance you're going to get, because when you stand on truth, you're going to have adversary come at you and try to, throw you off your course. But listen, I'm a very, very thick-skinned person. Okay, my parents didn't raise no fool, and thank God that over the years I get to read and study a lot of different things, and that's why I'm bringing forth now what I have. So, like I said, the narrative in this case from day one was a nasty narrative from the enemy, and we're not fighting flesh and blood. We're fighting principalities, people. Principalities, man. And in this case, you're fighting principalities because you're fighting a liar, and you're fighting the devil is a liar, and he's a father. So you're fighting a liar. You're fighting a lying spirit right now. That's what we're fighting, a lying spirit, because you have a spirit that going around telling lies. God will expose. Yeah, let me tell you something. Listen, all I said this morning to the people in the chat, I said to your guys, did alcohol play a part in Noel's death? Simple question. I'm not speaking about, it had nothing to do with racism. Just answer the question. Did alcohol play a part in Noel's death? Because I think it did. I think it did. And good morning, Nancy. Good morning. How you doing? Where you from, Nancy? I think alcohol played a lot in his death. I think alcohol played a big part. And we don't want to speak about that in our community. Even his mother, she don't want to address it. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. When the Marine Resource Department, when the Department of Marine Resources came, it's in the paper, documented, saying that Noel and his friend was drinking very heavily. But yet, we are still in denial. I think his parents, that I don't know, man. In denial, I don't know, but it's sad because nothing that Al Sharpton and Ben Crump say will bring Noel's back, and I don't believe Ben Crump will get justice in that way. I think the only way he gets justice is through money, compensating. That's it. Wrongful death, all that. But a legal case, no. Is he having any type of legal? No, I don't see where. Proceed. No, I don't see where. Everything this man speaking about is black and white, racism, this and that, that. But you're not a criminal defensive lawyer. Why are you there? You don't. I don't know, man. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. However you look at it, guys, it's I don't know, man. I feel for the parent, because you never want a child die before their parents. You know, it's supposed to be the other way around, where the parents bury the child bury the parent. But you don't want a parent, you know what I mean? It's, oh man. You know, I pray to God that they find peace. That's the only thing. I'm not praying justice. Peace. Peace. Because we might never find justice in this case. Peace. There's a strong possibility we might not. We don't even know. You know, listen, his death is undetermined, but we come to the conclusion he drowned. Because there's no trauma in his body. He drowned, guys. He drowned. You know, he drowned. Strong possibility he drowned. Press like, share, guys. Guys, super chat is active. Donation if you want to give me. Listen, guys. I don't come on here and ask for nothing. I don't have no GoFundMe fund. I don't have PayPal, cash. I use what YouTube give us. You know, the super chat. You know, if you want to give diamonds, gifts, you know, things like that. Don't, you know, like I don't, you know. So right now I'm in the process trying to, you know, hook up my studio. So, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm doing it regardless. But I just put it out there. You know, we all monetize. So if you feel like giving help out the platform, we're more than happy. Watching the company you keep. Yeah, man. But really and truly, Nancy, I don't think it had anything to do with racism. I explained this over and over to your guys because my kids are half Asian. And I'm not biased. I'm keeping it real. They're half Japanese. My son is 14, soon to be 14, and my other son be 11. They're 3 years apart, right? But the thing is, this is what I'm saying. They play soccer. They're not into basketball. They're not into football. They're into soccer. And I'm not saying black kids don't play soccer, but majority of kids that play soccer is mostly white, Poland, Russian, you know, the Netherlands, Dutch, Asian, you know, not saying black. So who you think majority of my kids gonna hang around when they go to soccer? Because majority of people there are white. White kids, we all hang out together. We all go to, they're on the traveling team, we all hang out together. So I'm gonna say those are not his friends? Those are his friends. They have the numbers, they exchange numbers. Noel had his friends' numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking at, and it doesn't have to say, just because my kids, it had nothing to do with that. It doesn't have anything to do with race. They're friends, they have prom pictures. Like my son, I have pictures in my house with my like, we call it, soccer pictures. All the teammates. My son have pictures, you know, in my phone. I have them. They're white. What am I saying? Not say they don't have black friends. They do have black friends. They do have play, you know, soccer with their friend. You have black friends that play soccer. No wrong, they do. But majority of friends is white people. What am I going to do? They're not friends. Noel mom went to school with the judge. They're not friends. Listen, Gary. I did a live and I put up the screenshot I took, right, from you say about Christy. It's, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, not here in Florida. You heard what you said? Maybe put them in a sport that look like them. How stupid, how dumb and illiterate that question is. Put them in a sport. Listen, they are aware of their black ethnic, okay? They are aware. You don't have to tell them, they are aware. But guess what? I put them into basketball. Football, I would never let them play football. Your brain, people. You need your brain. Don't you see all these football players and NFL players and UFC fighters wilding out because all brain getting punched in the head? Football. Why would I put my kids in a sport that they get their head become a punching ball? I don't care how much equipment you have on. I don't care. You're getting hit in the head. I don't care how much helmet exomen you're getting hit in the head. Basketball, they don't like basketball. They don't. My son and my other younger son, they're both very athletic, but my younger son, he could play soccer, he could play basketball, he could play baseball, and I'm sure he could play football. He's very athletic, but he's just into soccer. He said they gave up everything for soccer, Jen. So I'm supporting them. They are friends. Stop being racist. Stop being biased. Speak about so go to Chicago and speak like that, Jen. My son, my youngest son, track and field, and he was very good in track and field. He gave up everything for soccer. Okay? So don't prejudge. But what I'm saying, all those sports you call, those are black people sports. Basketball, football, who's in there most? Black people. Football, you don't want, and UFC, you don't want to do fighting like that. You don't want nothing to do with anything bang to your head. Why would I put my son into football? It's not about the sports. It's not about the sports. It's about relationships, respect as a human being. I was mad at my son. Let me show you one thing. I was very upset at him. I was so upset, but I had to let it go. I wasn't there. And I was so mad. I was so mad. Not at him, at the situation, because I could have took it and I could have ran with it. And I make a point. There was a way, I think I worked that night, and I worked overnight. So my wife took him to the game. So my son came back home. It was a big thing. My wife texted coach, tell him what happened, and email. This how you know racism is taught. So one of the kids on the opposite team, I guess my son was outplaying him and getting the better of him. Guess what? He called my son the N-word. And my son is half Japanese and half black, and he mostly look like very light. But you could tell that he's mixed. A child still call him that N-word. Where do you think he's getting that behavior from? From home. From home. Whatever you're taught home is going to display in the community. If you speak and end that word, your child going to say it. So my son didn't say nothing until the game was over, came home. I was so mad. I said, why you didn't tell your mother? Why you didn't tell us? I would have rectified the problem right there. I would have went to, the game would have been over. Because I would have took it to the next level because he brought it there. And I said, go get your father, and we're going to speak right now, because right now your son needs to be out of this game. He don't need to be played. Because if you look at my son and call him an N-word, you have a problem, and it's not coming from you. It's coming from your family. Okay, I was so mad. So people don't come and tell me that I don't experience racism. I experience it, people, for my own people as well. Okay, I walk into any store, my kids going ahead of me. I'm walking around, people look at me like I am crazy, they're watching me, and when I see, when they see my wife is Japanese, my kids, they look at me, they give me all type of look. So don't tell me I don't experience racism, people. So don't tell me that. I know what it is, but this case is not about racism, okay? I only experienced that once with one soccer parents, once. That was when we went, not recently, but recently, and I like this guy. I gotta watch him because his mind is I know people like him, and he's white. I know people like him. I said, this guy is not a good guy. He's not. I had to mark him and say, you know what? I know what you're about, so I stay away from you. I stay with because he did something that I didn't like. That was very disrespectful and rude. That was rude, and that's showing you the mentality that he's have. He showed you the mentality. and he'll reflect on his son as well. Okay? What do you mean by that? You don't have to be a racist to be an idiot. What do you mean by that? Don't talk political about Trump. Don't come in here to talk about the president. Do not come in here and speak, because this is not Jasmine Crockett. Go to Texas and you hook up with Jasmine Crockett where you can badmouth the president. Don't come on my chance to speak about President Trump. Don't speak about the president. He's the president of the United States. Show respect. And that's the problem. You do not respect people in authority. That's the problem. You don't respect people in authority because people voted for this man. Regardless if you don't like him or not, people voted for him. So respect other people's choices. You don't have to agree. Respect other people's choices. You don't come in here and talk about President. This is not about President Trump. And if you make it a President Trump, I will block you. They see me as black. They're always going to see you on black. Let me tell you something. Hear this. Black is the foundation of all colors. Without black, you don't have no color. So, I am telling you. Let me tell you. Black is it doesn't matter what you mix black with. You know black been there. You could mix black with white, you know it's not, you know it's black. You could mix black with any other ethnic background on this planet, you know it's black. Because black is a dominant color. I don't give a damn what scientists say, and it's true. Black is dominant. Because without black, there is no color. Hear this now. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Genesis 3, right? 1:3. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. What else he did after that? Let there be light. Darkness is the existence for base of every color. But without darkness, you can't get light. So, the true creator knows when you operate in darkness, you're going to get nowhere. Light to illuminate, to make you see truth, to see things for what it really is. That's what light does. Light illuminate, uplift, enlighten, truth, make you see truth, reality. Because you're in the dark, you don't know what's there, do you? You have a present, but do you know what's there? No, because you can't see it. I do not see Ben Crump and Al Sharpton operating in light. Why? Light don't have to create a narrative. Oh. Light is truth. So, they did not come in light. They come in darkness. Listen. Hear this now, Jen. if I dig deep in my African so-called history, and what? What then? Then I know myself, I know I'm going to go. No. Let me tell you something, Jen. Let me tell you something. We need to stop this ancestry propaganda bull nonsense, because it's not getting us nowhere. My ancestors not going to do nothing for me right now. I respect what they accomplished, but they are not going to do nothing. I cannot pray for my ancestors because they are dead and don't have no power. I must look to the hills where cometh my help from the Lord. My ancestors not going to help me. So righteousness is gone. So it doesn't matter. See, when these people came and spread the untruth, a narrative, righteous not in that. God is not in that. So I said to the people this morning that's listening to my chat, wake up. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. Be careful of the knowledge that you are getting, especially if it's not the truth. Because we are in the age of deceivement, beguile. A lot of information out there about Noah Wells. A lot. So much that people are confused. People are not hearing the whole truth. Hearing what people are saying on podcasts and running with it, and it's not the whole truth. Let me tell you something. Listen. I tell you, I respect what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. And Asher, I respect what you're saying. Jen, I respect what you're saying. Hear this now. I'm gonna address Asher. Asher, you know that's a biblical name. Be careful, Asher, right? Okay. You said to the Jamaican cannot speak for America, and your country need you more. All right. Hear this now. You see, where people don't understand this channel, I'm gonna give some detail now. I said this morning, I'm gonna say it again. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Righteousness is righteousness. God is everywhere. You could be in Africa. You could be in China. You could be in Germany. You could be in France. You could be in Russia. You could be in America. God is there because God is righteousness. The whole world needs. So, you don't think America have its issue? You don't think Jamaica have its issue? Every part of this world have their issue. You don't want Jamaican problem, and Jamaican don't want American problem. Do you want my problem, or you want to keep your problem? See, the problem where people think because some countries are developed better than others, they think they're better than others. Well, let me tell you something. There is a system that come in here in this world, the one world government, the 666, the mark of the beast. It doesn't give a damn if you're Jamaican, African, Cuban, Russian. Every system going to fall to this and come on into one world government, Asher. So you keep thinking Jamaica need more than America. The world, it's a world problem. Nobody can buy and sell. It's a world. Rich or poor can't buy. So don't come and tell me because I'm not American, I'm not Cuban, I'm not this, I'm not Chinese, I can't relate. Let me tell you something. The devil is a liar, and he's the biggest liar, and he deceived the whole world. He didn't say he deceived America or Jamaica or Africa. He deceived the whole world. So let that digest on your chest this morning, okay? All right. So don't come to me talking about deal with other people's problems. I'm dealing with the world problem. Because when the word of the Most High speak in Genesis, in Matthew 24 and 25, he's speaking of what? The world. So don't get it twisted because you think you're here, you save God from what's about to happen in the world. Listen, judgment start where? In the house of God. So all your people think that you're so holy and righteous that this country is, yeah. Listen, there's righteousness in everywhere and unrighteousness everywhere. There's bad people in America, bad people in Jamaica, wicked people in America, good people in America, wicked people in Jamaica, good people in Jamaica, whatever it is, bad and good people everywhere in the world. So don't think because you're in one particular part of the world, you're safe. Yeah, your life is better, this and that. But guess what? Do you want somebody else's problem? No. You want to keep your own. Jamaica can't go to their own beach. Okay. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that? What can I do about that? I speak about it, but it's the own Jamaican people, still are their own people, so what can I do? It's the own people, still out it. Jamaica is a whore island. It's whore by England, prostitute out to China. Now America want to be, you know, America and the British in bed together, cahoots. So that's how it is. I know history, okay? Do you think it's a coincidence that you have your JMP and the PMP? All right. Let's break it down. We have Democrat and Republican. Do the math. Where do Jamaica get these Western concepts from? From Europe, the British, UK, London, England. That's where a lot of the world get that. Listen, America didn't like the concept. That's why we got away from the British, right? Came on the Mayflower and all them things, that the Pilgrims, Jamestown and Virginia, the 13 colonies and all that. People, I know it. Bunker Hill. You don't think I know American history? I know deeper than that. George Washington sold a slave for a bag of beans. Okay. Do you really want me to get more detail? People, I know history. Why? Listen. Why? Because slavery is a plan that Abraham Lincoln was going to abolish, but it was not abolished because when Abraham Lincoln got assassinated, the Declaration, that proclamation, died with him. When it was time to put it in place, they said, hell no. Okay? Let's be truthful. The Buffalo Soldiers, civil rights war, black people fighting it, and we didn't even have rights. Oh, come on, people. Listen, don't let me store this moment because I will go deep. I don't want to go there. Okay? They had to take out Abraham Lincoln. Why? George Washington didn't believe in parties. George Washington told the American government, we're running away from a monarchy system. You want us a king to serve forever? They said, hell no, president, 2 terms. If you can't do what you need to do for the people and the president, what George Washington was supposed to, the American people supposed to follow, it was, whenever you become president, it was to share your point of view So better what? The people. Study George Washington, even though he was a, you know, talking about the father of America. Yeah, right. All of them had slaves. Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogle. Paul Bogle. Marcus Garvey. Yeah. Hear this now. Once again, I gave this the three individuals, Medgar Evers, Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X. They're never on the same page. Never unite. Marcus Garvey, Haile Selassie, never share the same value, but fight and say the same purpose, but never unite. Marcus Garvey called Haile Selassie a coward. Never unite. You see, it doesn't matter in history, wherever black people do, they never come together as one, represent as one. It's always scattered. When Marcus Garvey get the ship, what happened to the ships then? What happened to the ship? What do you know they catch him on? They catch him on what? Tax? Was it tax? Something, forgot. But he bought the ship when moving back to Africa and want to ship them. No good. Waste of money. Come on now, people. Listen. Listen. Everyone played a part in this world. You hear the word of God say? The world continue to be wicked. So what are you going to say about that? The world continue to be wicked. Man. Listen. Asha, you from Jamaica? Because they sabotage mission, yes. But hear this now. You from Jamaica because anytime I do a video about Jamaica, nobody come on to watch. I did a video about, a live video about everybody celebrating Brooklyn, Jamaican Day. The same effort, the same money, they push into America economics to get permission and all this float and this and millions of dollars. Why they don't put that same energy in Jamaica? You see, Jamaican people love to serve others, but when it comes to serve themselves, they don't serve themselves because they are taught as a British, as a colony, to be servants, to serve the king. We cannot serve ourselves. We love to serve others. That's what they say. Jamaica, come out of Jamaica, we serve. You get the best. You know, we serve. You serve. Everybody come to Jamaica, get served, get massages and boat ride and good food, all that. That's all we good for, serve people. But when it's time to come together, we don't do it. That's a problem. That's black people everywhere on this four corners earth. North, east, south, west. Proven fact. Yeah. They call him all, yeah, all of that, right? Thomas Jefferson. Family full of all the black people in Virginia. Go see it. Go see it. Thomas Jefferson loved to sleep with the slaves at night. All of them. Rape all the women. You see, that's why I respect YouTube. I put up a video on TikTok. Community guidelines. Community guidelines. Jamaica's corrupt big time. I put up the video on Speak About Noah Wells. There's a shorts on my platform. Same short that I put up on YouTube. Same shorts I put up on Facebook. Same shorts I put up on Instagram. Got over almost 1,900 views, over like 18 something likes. Same thing on Facebook, got over 1,500 views and over 12, 14 likes or something like that. Put up on TikTok, they said that community guideline violation. Explain that to me. TikTok. So this part of the video right now is for TikTok. So I'm gonna make a clip for this TikTok. Yes, TikTok. Check this out. I put up the video. Right here is a video I put up TikTok. And your guy said that's community guideline. What propaganda is that? I'm not those regular people on TikTok that will bow down to your propaganda app. You can't buy with money, because your guys don't pay enough for me to come over here and say I'm going to do a live every day. I'm not a person that sit behind TikTok just to get live and beg. No. So TikTok, most likely, you know me, I will delete this app near in the future, or I just don't post nothing. Okay? Until you get your ass together. All right. That's it. That's it. YouTube, listen, I'm not saying to go crazy on YouTube and to disrespect no one or defamation character. No. The things that I speak about is to bring knowledge to people, to give people information. It's not to say, oh, to bash anyone, defamation character. No, it's the truth. How are you going to ban a video that's speaking news and truth and facts? But if I come over there and dress half naked with my legs wide open as a female, you won't ban that. You won't ban that. But you see the propaganda? Do you see the propaganda? Donate things to help Jamaica, and everybody want their palm to be greased. So it take people, yeah, money. Corruption, money. The three things that help let's mess up Jamaica right now, the three things: education, healthcare, violence, the murder, the raping, the assault. That Jamaica, it's principalities. Jamaica sellout. Not any same as Haiti. Because Haiti sold out to voodoo. Not voodoo. Not V-O-O-D-O-O. It's V-O-O-D-U. Voodoo. Because back a couple years, 11 years ago, the president decided to put voodoo into some practice, and the people follow that. And ever since that, Haiti been devastated. That's when they got the 7.0 magnitude earthquake. Now, what happened now? How the TPS come into play? Temporary protective status. Back in 2000 and, Jesus, in the 80s, Bush, I think I was, yeah. Go do your research, but when I'm speaking, I give you a little leeway. Bush, W. Bush, came up with that TPS. Nobody did nothing. Nobody did nothing. The last person who dropped the ankle on that was a President Obama. You had Clinton did nothing. Obama did nothing. Trump were aware of it, but checked it. Years later, when he came back into the presidency, he said, oh, they didn't do nothing about this? This is a temporary order, temporary status since 1983. 40-something years ago, am I right? 40-something, am I right? My math is good, but it's not that. 40, is it 37 or 40 something years, whatever. 37 years, is it? Or 40, I'm not sure. But did nothing. Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, did nothing. Now, Trump said, wait a minute, he's cleaning the house. You see, your ignorant people, black people are way to the left. See, one thing black people, they don't remember, they remember what they want to remember and take accountability what they want to take accountability of. When the president came into the presidency, he said he's going to use the executive order, right or wrong. The executive order consider what he's doing now. When he went in and checked the status of the Haitians, these people been here for like 30 or 40, having kids and grandkids. People have college, buy houses, nurses. They didn't do nothing to correct the TPS status. No one so-called went marching like they're marching now. Oh, we can't, no, you're all getting deported because you didn't do nothing with the stat. You did nothing with it. So by law, the president can tell you have to leave, and you have to leave. Because you did nothing with, see, you're Haitian, you think you're so smart, but you're dumb in a certain way, because you think just because you're here on a temporary status is okay, it's permanent. It's not. Something's given to you temporary. That means any day, any choosing person or president, you know what, time is up, you had enough time, and you did nothing. So you sat on your asses and did nothing. So now you want pity. It doesn't work like that. All these Haitians said they didn't know the condition of back home because you never went back home. I saw a girl talking about she born here, nothing. She's Haitian. She don't even know what this country, the county she's from, the district. But you have a president that mess up your economic system. Jamaica and Haiti is very good neighbors. Because when Haiti got the independence in 1889 or 1898, when they kick out the France and won the French, check this out. The French and the Spaniard was in Haiti. Them Dominicans now, oh, I'm not black, oh, I'm not black, you're blacker than me. Oh, I'm not black, I'm not black, I'm not black, I'm not Negro, I'm not Negro. Okay. They are so illiterate in certain ways. They have issue over there. Dominican Republic, AIDS is wiping out. Trust me. So what happened now? Haiti was one country. Black. Haiti is a mixture of French and Spanish. Creole. Unbroken French. So Haiti won the war. Where do you think half of these people went to? If you check Jamaican history, a lot of the company, B&G and all those companies, they're owned by overseas Jewish people that came from Russia. But they have ancestry, Germany, Holland, Irish, they all have deep rooted in Jamaica, because half of those companies, you have Jewish people that run these big, and the money don't stay in Jamaica. The money only stay in Jamaica to pay salary. But the main bulk of the money, where go? They leave Jamaica and go overseas back to Europe, because that is where the main company are in Europe. You have outlets, but they're not the main corporations. China buy out Jamaica. Jamaica is so, I didn't want to speak about it. There's so much Jamaica that it's all about corruption and money. Because when people in Jamaica realize what going, they realize now. They realize now, but hear this now. Now they're speaking about this respiration, right? Who gonna get the money? You gotta hear this now. The British already got their money. They already got their 20 million, 30 million pound. Every slave owner in Jamaica received 20 to 30 million pound for the British. From the England, from the UK, whatever you want to call it. Compensation, because they lost salary for slaves, but did they pay the slave any type of money or any type of apology? No. So right now, Jamaica was supposed to be the Commonwealth of Jamaica, the common interest. So the petition is to, England did not rely on the best interest for the Jamaican people because we were considered property. So therefore, we have the right to sue. That's what it is. It's sue. Stop about this damn restitution. It's suing. You're suing for damages. That's what it is, people. So don't come on here and think it's just like, you see, when we use the words restitution, it come in a different term. No, I'm going to sue you because you are liable. Liable. Who's going to get the money? Is it the Jamaican government or the people? Because if the government get the money, God yamun sup on dead out there feel hungry even more. Corruption going to go high even deeper now with this 60 billion how much money we get in. Because guess what now? The Jewish is getting them from Germany. They're getting their liability claim. They got it for years. America said, no, we're not liable. So who is liable? Who is liable, people? Come on now, all you American people, don't sound like that. Who's liable for slavery? Liability, who's liable? So if I have put a money in the bank and the bank go bankruptcy and I want my money, who's liable? They're still liable for my money. They better have some insurance. They better have some insurance. So therefore, the British got the insurance money because slavery was over. They got their money. But who is liable for the damages for the Jamaican people? So if the government get the money, God yamun support. Every Jamaican family should get a house. That's the first thing these people should get, is a living house. Up-to-date house. So the economic, so people live good. How you uplift people, not with money, with the environment they live in, people. The environment, because people have money. It's the environment. Make the environment livable and attractable. Then you bring business in the community because people want the best for the community now. So if you give the money to the government, nothing's going to change. You make sure everybody in Jamaica get a house. No homeless should be in Jamaica. If people want to live in the gully or trenches, you make sure you have a place for them to go. Homeless shelters, you build that. You build up the economic in Jamaica. That's how you do it. And it's through the people. And if the people don't change, I don't give a damn how much money they have. It's the people mindset have to repent and change. That's what repent means. Change your mindset. Change your thinking. I've been doing this for 40, 50, 60 years and I work. You have to change it. You have to change it. We have to change it, people. So I don't want people to say, oh, I come on here too hard. People, I come here with love, man, because I know we could do better. I know it's the enemy, but listen, we can't blame the devil all the time. People making decisions for themselves, and guess what? When you make decisions, you have to be all accountable, and that is what YARDCHAT is about. You understand? You are responsible with daily challenge at times. You are responsible with daily challenge at times. YARDCHAT. That's what it stands for. So don't come and tell me, oh, Jamaica. I had nothing to do with Jamaica. I don't want to hear nothing about being Jamaican, nothing about being American, nothing about being African, nothing about being Chinese or Japanese or whatever. Nothing. You do it being a human being and righteousness. That's all it's about. I don't want to hear about color. If you come to me in color, I'm going to shut you down. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They're all corrupt and demons. That's all it is. Demons. Demons. Listen, what's going on now is nothing new because we are living in the last days, man. We live in the last days, guys. Listen, I'm on for, oh man. Guys, thank you for the donations. Thank you for everything. Outside the tourist area, Jamaica, no, you're wrong. You are so wrong, dirty money. You're wrong. You're wrong. You see, let me tell you something. When a next country want to downgrade a country, what they show, the slums of the country. Listen, do you know how many rich neighborhoods in Jamaica? In Kingston, in Montego Bay, in Manchester, in Clarendon? What? Portmore, what are you talking about? Do you see the gated community in Jamaica? Jamaica have wealthy people. So don't get it corrupted and think just because what you see here is what the enemy wants to show, because the enemy want to keep people separated. When he keep people separated, he keep people in the dark. I'm not your enemy. Jamaica not your enemy. America not my enemy. It's the devil is your enemy, and the devil is deceiving the whole world. That's who we got to attack, the enemy, to expose. So I'm here to expose the work of the enemy. Humanity for all humans, manners and respect. That's what I'm talking about. Hear this now. To end it off. So, we all know there was a man called Christ that walked on this earth. I don't care, Rasta around. Stop it. Because Luciana believe in Jesus. Beanie Man, come on now, stop it. Stop it. Haile Selassie, Lord God. No, Haile Selassie is not God. And I cannot pray to Haile Selassie. Why should I pray to a man? You want me to pray to a man? So what is between you praying to Mary and you praying to Haile Selassie? They're both image, right? You both worship the image, right? Come on, people, stop. So hear this now. I'm a Rasta man at heart. I eat a certain way. But treat me how you want to be treated. How you want to be treated. If you treat me like crap, that means you don't love yourself. And love, as Garnick Silk say, is the answer, because love don't see no color. That's why God don't see no color, because God is love. And once you have love, love is colorless. Because love is something that you feel inside of you. So don't come to me with color. Anybody come to you with color, they're not your friend. They're spinning a narrative to distract you from what? From the truth. Said it over and over. God bless. Manners and respect. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the 32 likes. Thank you for the subscribers. I still love Jamaican people and the food. Of course, manners and respect all the time. And the thing that, Jesus, the thing that, I could talk like this, the thing that messes Jamaica real bad, right? The British know what, you see, brainwash. See, when you brainwash, have people for a couple hundred years, right? And you put them, you are just a servant. You're just servant. It become part of your nature now. Jamaica have to break out of that mindset that we are just servants. We're just here to serve. Nothing wrong with serving, but serve God. That's who you serve. You cannot serve men, because if you serve men, you're going to have problems. But when you serve God, God accepts who you are. But men, that's why the Bible says it's better to owe God than men, because men will kill you. Let me tell you something. Somebody said to me one time, that's not right. To pay your tithes, take the money, pay your bills. What will you do? For all your Christian people out there, I live it. And I'm going to speak up what I live it. I'm not talking bull crap. Hear this now. Tithe is not about money. I was wrong a couple years ago. Not wrong, but not completely wrong. Tithe is not about money. I remember when I wasn't working, I had to move back with my mom's for maybe a year to get myself, back on my feet and things like that. I wasn't working. And I used to feel bad. I used to feel bad when the man of God said, you know, your tithes and offering, God bless you, multiply it, step, you know, turn it, increase it. So I was home one day and God said, huh? Just like that. See, the relationship that I have with God, just like we're speaking now, God said to me, he said, listen, the best tithes you could give is yourself. That go over a lot of people's head. He said, the best tithes you could give is you to me. And how I gave myself to God, I got into his words. I said, God said, it's not about money. I don't need your money. God don't need my money. The church, the people need it. So what I'm saying now, he said, feed on my words. So I divided at the top, you know, my time and what I'm going to do for the day, people, for 2 years. I got into the word, but going to Bible, but I studied Bible and for about 2, 3 years, 5 years, study, you know, read. God said, that's your tithes. And that's your offering. Because the best offering you could give to me is you. Because a lot of people will give the millions and billions and thousands and hundreds of dollars, but are miserable, unhappy, living all type of life because they're doing the outer. So I don't want to hear about all this, you know, people think that, you know, giving money and tithes and no. Read the word of the Most High for yourself and don't nobody fool you. If you don't have no money, make a covenant between you and God, because you can make covenant and say, God, I'm going to give you my time. And God bless me and God multiply me. That's why I'm here today. So, know God for you. Don't let no pastor come and tell you God said this, God said that. Anything God has for you, he will tell you. Because it's written. God said he come here to give us life abundantly. He didn't come to take away life. He didn't come to give you false blessing like the enemy does, give you false blessing and come and take it back. No. So you listen, live in truth. And the only way you can live in truth is be true to yourself. You could lie to everybody, but you can't lie to you. When you look in that mirror, you know what is what. You know what you did. You know what you did to people. You know how you could help people. You know what you did. You know, listen, that is why judgment is a personal thing. Do you think I'm going to have time for you when God judges me to say, oh God, look? No. I believe judgment is that everybody going to be judged at once. You're going to know exactly what you're being judged for. You're not going to be waiting. No. You're going to be, no. People get the wrong interpretation of how God things is. And these people who are so think they could be in the church 20 years, they don't know nothing because they're not being taught. They're not being telling about what's going on. Revelation, the last days, the mark of the beast, the 66, the son of petition, you know, Daniel, Ezekiel, the 12-minded prophets tell you what's going on. These people, they don't know. Some of these people don't know. That's why the world is like this, because guess what? The world is being deceived. And it's being deceived through media, through racism, through propaganda. And what is racism? It's all the work of the enemy. That's all it is. Guys, I gotta go. Thank you. June, make sure you give that plus, that like. Thank you very much. Guys, I have to go. I appreciate everyone that support me. Thank you for watching me. You can follow me on Instagram, _YARDCHAT_, Facebook, Wesley, YARDCHAT, TikTok, YARDCHAT. You can follow me on those platforms, guys. All right, manners and respect, guys. I gotta go, man. Thank you for the donation, guys. Appreciate it. I gotta go. Anybody want to come on my platform? My email is at yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. That is at yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. If you want to come on, speak by